Welcome to Construction Crew. As the name suggests, you will need more than one person to play this game. This game is a 2 to 4 player game, so get yourself some friends so we can begin. In this demonstration, we will be playing in 2-player mode. First, once you're in the game, assign your first player to be a builder. The builder will have a set amount of money you can see at the bottom right of your screen, and the shop where you can spend that money is on the right side of the screen. Your money is directly linked to the points that you can see at the top right of the screen, and that is linked to the stars. By using WASD, you can move your camera around. And if we go to the far right here, you can see that there's a flag. This is where you're trying to get player 2 into, or the runner. So here, we're going to buy a girder, and we can drag it around as the builder as we please. We're going to buy 2 of these, and they will be sent to the delivery shop found where you first spawn in whenever you enter a level. By pressing B, we can enter running mode, or the runner mode. And by pressing A and D, you can move him left and right, and spacebar to jump. Here we see a star box that if the player can touch, then you will gain an additional 100 points. If the player falls too far down, they will respawn back to where they began. By pressing R, you can re-enter build mode, and here you can buy another item if you need and arrange the ones that you already had, and then enter back into running mode so that you can get across the girders, and finally touch the flag to enter the next level. Here is the next level, and as you can see there, it's a lot bigger than the original one, so be sure to use all the extra money in your first tutorial level so that you know what you can use and what everything does for these more complex levels. If you're ever in a situation where you can't beat the level because of the items that you bought, don't worry. By pressing 0 on your keyboard, you can open up the pause menu where you can restart the level, go to the main menu, or continue. By pressing restart, you refresh everything. Here we have 3-player mode. There are 2 builders, Builder 1 and Builder 2, that can be switched between using G to go to Builder 2 and F for Builder 1. They have a split amount of money, so you have to use extra cooperation between the two to get your runner, which you can enter by using the same button, and exit by using the same button as well, to get to the flag. Here we have 4-player mode. In 4-player mode, you will split into groups of 2. There will be 2 teams, a red team and a blue team. Nothing is different visually or mechanic-wise, but you are competing to see who can spend the least amount of money, get the most amount of points, and spend the least amount of time reaching the flag as a versus mode between the 2 teams. Here we have our game engine, Unity. This is what we use to create Construction Crew. Here we have the scene with the tutorial level, and if you zoom out, here's the UI itself. If we zoom back in, we can see, of course, the tutorial level from start to finish, and we can move anything around as we please. On the left, you have the hierarchy, which has all the game objects, and you can attach scripts to these game objects, which are programmed in C#. More on the scripts. Here we can see at the bottom where all of our assets are, the different scripts. You can read the names to get a general idea of what the script does, such as game object scripts, core scripts used in everything, and just miscellaneous scripts. More on some of the scripts. Here we have the player movement script. As the name suggests, this tells the player when to move, what animations to play, and when to play some of the sounds. Here we have the camera controller, which allows the player to control the camera, like the name suggests. And here we have the sound manager, which allows other scripts to play sounds. We also have other scripts for any other function. Our most important script is the turn manager script, which allows all the other scripts to know when it is build mode and when it's running mode. We use Piskel in order to both model and animate our sprites that you can see in game. Here we have a running animation. Finally, we created our music using Jumpbox in order to add a nice ambience to the game. So what are you waiting for? Grab some friends and try your hand at Construction Crew. Here we showed off how to play the game, as well as a basic level, but as you traverse through the game, every 5 levels a new gameplay mechanic will be introduced, but the game will still be played the same. We hope you enjoy Construction Crew.